Hey y'all! It is the end of August going into the beginning of September, and that means here in Central Florida everybody is going to Halloween Horror Nights. Now, I personally have never been before, but this year they announced the Fallout house, and I knew if any year was going to be the year that I was going to go, this was going to be it. We're going to go in September, just about 3 weeks from now, and I want to make something to wear that's Fallout inspired. I just recently, actually in my last video, posted about a 1940s Fallout jumpsuit that I made for the premiere of the first season of Fallout on Prime. And for a minute there, I thought I was going to wear that, but it's really hot in Florida still. I wore the vault suit outside for something before, and it is really unbearable. So I'm gonna save that one for con adventures, something indoors. And I think I'm gonna make something brand new. Now, if you've never watched a video of mine before, I like to involve other people in what I'm doing because I think it makes it a little more fun. I actually asked people to give me ideas of what would be fun outfits to wear. I went through all the ideas that everyone sent to me and I narrowed it down to two. So for me, it was between the laundered green dress or this outfit that Lucy wears in season 1, and majority ruled for Lucy. And with Lucy, I had the idea to just do high-waisted shorts and a sleeveless top, and then I could accessorize in a really fun way. After narrowing it down to that design, I then decided to go look at Mood for fabric. My last Fallout outfit, I had a lot of fun using repurposed fabric, but I didn't think that I would get so lucky finding the blue and white fabric that I want for this. And I found this perfect, let me show you me unboxing it, but I found this perfect blue twill to make the shorts out of, and then this really light white linen cotton for the top. And I think they're so prettier. They're actually prettier than what I imagined when I was shopping for them online. So with that fabric already bought up, I'm going to use some like tried and true patterns for me, and I'm actually going to do V9189 for the shorts. And then this is a vintage pattern that somebody gifted to me in a pile of old patterns, Butterick 5273. It's been a while since I've made any real sewing vlogs, so I wanted to just jump back into it. I am gonna part this out, and I am going to start with the shorts first. So I'm gonna make that in my next video, and after that I'm going to do the top. And if I'm ambitious enough, I will share my accessories, because I kind of have an idea to make a fanny pack that looks like a cap stash as the actual fanny pack body, and then has the gold yellow belt, so that I can kind of tie the actual vault suit into these shorts and not just be blue shorts. I'm gonna get started. I hope you'll come along with me, and I'll see y'all later. This is part 2 of sewing an outfit to wear to Halloween Horror Nights, specifically a Fallout outfit. So if you saw my last video deciding on a vintage outfit inspired by this photo of Lucy from season 1 of Fallout, and this video is going to be about making the shorts. Now, I'm pretty sure I made these on the channel before, but I did so with a lot of alterations, and I found since then that this pattern for me really doesn't need too much. So I'm hoping that the size that I have it cut out to is what will fit me right now. I have my blue twill fabric, and So now I just have to iron it all and then we can get started. The first two steps in this project are to add the darts to the back and the front pieces. Okay, so I just was taking a minute to consider if I should add lines onto these pieces, because in the vault suit there's the different panels that have the stripes on them, but I want to make these so that I could rewear them for just regular everyday outfits. So I think anything that's Fallout related, I'm gonna make it detachable in some way. So these are just gonna be a little more basic blue shorts. Okay, I don't know why the instructions on this always throw me because it's super simple. So we're gonna take this side front and apply it to the back left piece, and then we're gonna just stitch between the two circles, and that's gonna leave this open to install the zipper. Then we'll just straight stitch this one down to the other back side. The next step, we're going to stitch the pockets to both of the front pieces right at the side. Once we have all the pockets attached, we're going to attach the front to the back at the side. Next, we're gonna stitch up the center front and then the center back. And this is when I panic, thinking, did I do my fronts and backs correctly? And I did, because there have been times that I have not. So we're all good. We're gonna stitch the front and the back. After the side seams, you do the inner leg or the crotch. Now that I remember how to do this, this is kind of flying. So after you attach at the inner leg, then you want to stitch the pockets up. So we're going to stitch all around the edge, and you do that for both sides. And then you are going to press the pocket towards the front and baste it to stay forward. Alright, so lighting's kind of going away tonight, so I'm probably gonna stop here. But here is the side. I'm having a little bunching right here, which is pretty typical for me. I struggle with that where the pocket meets at the bottom, right there. That's very normal for my abilities. So all that I have left for this is the waistband, and I'm gonna try to clean up where my pockets are bunching a little bit, and I seam ripped right here, so I could go back and fix that. But yeah, waistband, and then hemming the shorts, and these are done. Okay, I thought about it last night and I was like, there's something really wrong with the way that those were fitting. And even though this has like a little bit of drag lines on it that I could fix, these shorts need a little bit of that, and I think it'll be improved once I have the waistband that keeps it nice and fitted. But what I did is I had stitched this, I think, with a full 1/2 inch, so I took that out at the lower sides and in the crotch, and I made it about 1/4 of an inch, and that improved my fit quite a bit. Not perfect, but for no mock-up and no adjustments, like, I'm good with it. Next step for this, I have to find some interfacing for the waistband. We'll attach the waistband and then hem. And that's it on the shorts. Waistband, button, side zip, all hemmed up. Hold on, I'll show you guys. If you made it all the way through, thank you so much for watching, and we are going to move on to the shirt next. Hey y'all! We have already made the shorts, and now I need to move on to the blouse. The inspo photo for the blouse is just a basic undershirt. It's nothing too fancy. So I am going to use this vintage pattern that I have, and I've used it before for a Jurassic Park top probably about 4 years ago, but I wear it all the time. And it's just a very comfortable sleeveless light top. This should be a really quick make, so let's go ahead and just get started on it. The darts on this pattern are all shown by dots, so it shows the width of the bottom of the dart and then the point of it, and then you just follow it. Follow it along. For the front bodice pieces, I need to iron these, but there's going to be a dart at the bottom and then a side bust dart that we need to stitch. I just wanted to tell you that I'm about to not follow the directions. I'm just gonna kind of alter them, and I wanted to explain what I was doing so that if you ever found this pattern in then you find my video and you're like, wow, they cannot read instructions to save their lives. I promise I can, I just choose to do things my own way. So here it wants you to add the interfacing straight on here, but I attach the interfacing to the lower back facing, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna interface the front facing, stitch all together. I'm just gonna put it in here so that will keep it together. I've prepped the facing pieces and now I just need to stitch the shoulder seams together. Then I'll do the collar and attach that to the neckline. It is the next day. I was making really good progress on the shirt and I was likely gonna finish it yesterday, but then I just got tired and I wanted a nice shirt, so I didn't continue. So I'm picking it up today after work. So where I left off is I basted in the collar, and what I was showing but I didn't speak about was that I talked before about how large this collar is, and it's just really not, it's just really too big for everyday wear. So I just went ahead and shortened the points a little bit. So next I am going to attach the bodice at the side seam, and then I'm going to take the facing, the front facing with the bottom lower back facing. I'm going to stitch those together and I'm going to stitch it into the shirt. And that is it on this shirt. Yes. So I probably took a good like 3 inches out of this collar and it is still ginormous. But it's a super cute top. I think maybe moving forward I might need to add a few inches into the waist, but everything else on it is pretty much perfect. And I do need to figure out how to just line this rather than having the facing that goes all around, especially in a fabric like this where it's sheer and you can clearly see where the facing is versus where there's not facing. It is Wednesday before the Sunday that we're going to Halloween Horror Night, so I have a few more things I want to make. The main thing and next project for me is going to be a fanny pack that looks like a cap stash, so I'm going to get started on that now. I have completed the shorts, a top, and now I am moving on to a fanny pack. Now, if you've ever played Fallout, you know that there is in-game currency and it is not money, it is bottle caps. And at times you find these containers filled with a bunch of them and they are called a cap stash. So I picked up this Sally Tomato pattern from the quilt shop and it is called the 5th Avenue fanny pack. I picked up a yellow strap so that when I wear it, it looks like the yellow gold that's in a vault suit. So kind of tying together two things where I have these two articles of clothing that look like anything you could wear on a normal day, but when I put this on, it turns more into a vault suit and more Fallout related. Like this brings it to the next level. And so rather than just talk about it, let's go make it. I'm kind of freaking out because this is like so cute with the, gosh, it's way cuter in person too. Happy Halloween Horror Nights to me. I'm about to start getting ready to head out, and I thought that I would just try to bring you along with me. I hope that's okay. I've just been kind of filming this as its own little mini series, so I thought what better way to wrap it up. Let's go get dressed and then we'll head out. Are going to stop at 7 Brew to get some energy because we are sleepy people first. There's like nobody here. And then I think I need Edward because why is there so much Jacob on there?